Hello, and welcome to Don Hammond's Arlington Weekly News. I'm Daniel Pineda. We have a great program this week. We have our news stories, community bulletin board, and 55 plus news. But first, a social media reminder. You can watch the Arlington Weekly News on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News and the number 1. Also on Facebook and WERA 96.7 FM. And now on to our first news story for this week. As of Saturday morning, August 7th, reports show the number of confirmed COVID-19 cases in Arlington increased by 190 for the week, up to 15,769. We at Don Hammond's Arlington Weekly News will continue to monitor the situation as the summer progresses. As for vaccinations, as of August 7th, 148,039 Arlingtonians have received at least one dose of the COVID vaccine. The number having received 2 doses was 133,838. Arlington's total population is listed at 231,803. But not all of them are eligible. Based upon our best estimate of Arlington's population over the age of 12, the percentage of 212,800 eligible Arlingtonians who are at least partially vaccinated is still around 69.5%. We observe the following message from Arlington County. Your green curbside cart is getting a friend. County provided countertop caddy distribution for the food scraps collection program began August 3rd and will continue throughout the month as crews work through neighborhoods. Year-round curbside yard waste collection has been in place since 2016. Now the county is expanding green cart pickup to include food scraps. The scraps can range from fruits and vegetables to meats and dairy. Peels and bones may be included. They will be co-collected with yard trimmings when placed in the green cart. They can be either loose or in compostable bags. The food scraps collection program is intended to provide a platform to increase awareness in each of our roles in reducing food waste. It also promotes healthy soils, but the main goal is to prevent food waste. It is also meant to encourage better use of leftovers and minimize spoilage by storing refrigerated and perishable items properly. And now on to our next news story for this week. Arlington County has released a beta version of their planned website with the official opening announced for September 4th. We opened the link to the beta site to try to identify any improvements. The first test was applied to the search function. A search for Arlington Independent Media returned the following message. You have reached the end of the internet. Just kidding. But you have reached the end of the beta testing for this website. Go back to keep exploring the new website or submit your feedback. Thank you for helping us build a website that works for our community. This was not exactly informative. The present website returned 4 specific results with information referring to Arlington Independent Media. The next test was applied to locating the police reports currently found under the newsroom section. The location on the news site was not obvious because it displays only the following categories: request a permit, solve a problem, pay online. Below that row, the display reads trash and recycling, libraries, property search, careers, voting, parks and recreation. Then there is some text which says, if you aren't able to find what you need above, visit our services directory for a complete list of city services or try our amazing site search. Since Arlington is a county and not a city, this last sentence might have been copied from some other website. To the right of that text, there was a gray box with the text, "See all services." Clicking on that box returned the same end of internet just hitting notice as earlier. Then, farther down, the following options appear. Engage Arlington, COVID vaccines, arts and culture, stay healthy. A kind of news section appears below those, but with no mention of any police report. Perhaps it would be best to wait until the official version is released. And now on to our last news story for this week. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has issued a new order temporarily halting evictions in counties with heightened levels of community transmission. This includes Arlington. The order will expire on October 3rd, 2021, but may be extended for modification. It will depend upon public health circumstances. The order is intended to target specific areas of the county where cases are rapidly increasing. This is because of the likely harm caused by mass evictions. The order prohibits a landlord, owner of a residential property, or other person with a legal right from evicting any covered person from any residential property in any county or U.S. territory. It is intended to apply as long as the county or territory is experiencing substantial or high levels of community transmission. That does it for the news for this week. Now on to our community bulletin board stories.
Hi, and welcome to CBB. Here's a reminder, the Arlington County Fair will be returning for real this year. Cole Show's Amusement Company will return to the Arlington County Fair to provide amusement rides, midway games, and delicious food for fairgoers of all ages. The fair will run from Wednesday, August 18th through Sunday, August 22nd. The fair is partnering with the New District Brewery to bring patrons the second annual beer garden. They encourage everyone to come enjoy the fair and then enjoy a New District beer made locally here in Arlington. They look forward to welcoming you to the beer garden. Families and children are welcome. By the way, the beer garden is free to enter, but you still have to pay for drinks. The Arlington County Fair is also proud to showcase the best of Arlington and our neighboring communities. Join in at the entertainment tent on Saturday and Sunday as they host a variety of local music groups and solo performers. The entertainment tent is located on the turf field. Seating is provided under a tent, and fairgoers are encouraged to grab some fair food so they can have a picnic as they cheer on the performers. The website also mentions that the Arlington County Fair is working toward the goal of becoming a zero-waste event. That's a nice way of saying, please pick up after yourselves. While we're on the subject of good behavior, we were unable to locate any COVID-based guidance, but here at Don Hammond's Arlington Weekly News, we encourage attendees to wear masks. It's awfully hard to social distance when you're sitting next to someone on a Ferris wheel. Next up, here's an update on walk-in vaccination clinics. Sadly, the libraries are no longer offering free walk-in COVID-19 vaccines to individuals 12 and up. However, vaccinations are still available at the following locations. Arlington Mill Community Center at 909 South Dinwiddie Street. That's on Monday through Friday from 11 o'clock a.m. to 7 o'clock p.m. Also on Saturday and Sunday from 10 o'clock a.m. to 6 o'clock p.m. You can also get a vaccination at the Walter Reed Community Center at 2909 16th Street South. That's open on Monday through Friday from 11 o'clock a.m. to 7 o'clock p.m. and also on Saturday and Sunday from 9 o'clock a.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. The vaccines are free, safe, and offer the best protection from COVID-19. Get the facts and then get yourself and your child vaccinated. Please bring any form of identification to confirm your identity. Examples include utility bills, pay stubs, insurance cards, or a driver's license. As for the specific vaccines being offered, you can get the Moderna, Pfizer, or Johnson & Johnson based on availability. For Moderna Pfizer, individuals will receive instructions at the end of their first dose on how to obtain their second dose. The Johnson & Johnson vaccine is a single shot and does not require a second dose. With case numbers once again increasing, obtaining the vaccination is something we all owe to the rest of our community. Next up, the Arlington County Public Library is on the move. The Arlington Library's summer reading program will come to a close on September 1st. All children, rising 5th grade and under, who complete summer reading will get to select a free book between August 16th and September 3rd. On August 24th, the staff are hitting the road in the library truck to help bring summer reading prizes to you. You can catch the truck at 2 locations, from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock a.m. at the Gilliam Place Apartments. That's 918 South Lincoln Street. Also from 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. at the Arlington Food Assistance Center at 2708 South Nelson Street. If you can't make it to the Summer Reading Prize pickup tour, you can just head to any open library branch to claim your prize. You can read more about it on the library's website. Here it is, https://library.arlingtonva.us/explore/4-readers/summer-reading/prizes. Or you may just want to save time and just go to one of the branches. Next up, here's a chance to join the Book Whisperers for a Zoom meeting to discuss the book American Dirt by Janine Cummins. Here's a description of the book. Lydia Quijano Perez lives in the Mexican city of Acapulco. She runs a bookstore. She has a son, Luca, the love of her life, and a wonderful husband who is a journalist. And while there are cracks beginning to show in Acapulco because of the drug cartels, her life is, by and large, fairly comfortable. Even though she knows they'll never sell, Lydia stocks some of her all-time favorite books in her store. And then one day a man enters the shop to browse and comes up to the register with a few books he says he would like to buy. 2 of them her favorites. His name is Javier. Javier is erudite. He is charming. Also, unbeknownst to Lydia, Javier is the jefe, or chief, of the newest drug cartel that has gruesomely taken over the city. When Lydia's husband's tell-all profile of Javier is published, none of their lives can ever be the same. They're forced to flee, and Lydia and 8-year-old Luca soon find themselves miles and worlds away from their comfortable middle-class existence. Instantly transformed into migrants, Lydia and Luca ride La Bestia, trains that make their way north toward the United States, which is the only place Javier's reach does not extend. As they join the countless people trying to reach El Norte, Lydia soon sees that everyone is running from something. But what exactly are they running to? American Dirt will leave readers utterly changed. It is a literary achievement filled with poignancy, drama, and humanity on every page. The Book Whisperers meet every 4th Tuesday at 7 o'clock p.m. New members are always welcome. Copies of the book are available from the Arlington Public Library. For more information, you can call 703-228-5600 5990, or you can email aschulz@arlingtonva.us. Instructions to join the Zoom meeting will be emailed the day of the meeting to all registrants. That's coming up on Tuesday, August 24th at 7 o'clock p.m. Finally, in CBB, the Arlington Artist Alliance is back again with an event called Magic of the Ordinary. Magic of the Ordinary is a national exhibition of works juried by noted watercolor artist Lois Wolford. It's related to the pop art movement, which challenged traditional fine art values and brought art based on popular culture and everyday items into the mainstream. The philosophy of the pop artists maintains that normal scenes and objects are typically overlooked and can be seen as commonplace or dull. However, they believe that magic can be found in the ordinary when it is interpreted as art. For this event, artists were invited to look beyond and turn the ordinary into the extraordinary, resulting in a compelling exhibition of works submitted from both the DMV area and across the country. The Magic of the Ordinary show runs through August 27th at the Gallery Underground at National Landing. Now it's time for 55 Plus News.
Howdy, and welcome to 55 Plus News. The big news is still that the 2021 Northern Virginia Senior Olympics is returning for its 39th season with an opening ceremony on Saturday, September 18th at 9:30 a.m. at the Thomas Jefferson Community Center, 3501 2nd Street South in Arlington. Over 50 events will take place from September 18th through September 30th at 17 venues throughout Northern Virginia. Online-only registration opened on Saturday, July 31st, and closes on Monday, September 6th, so you still got some time. To get there, you go through www.nvso.us. Registration brochures with detailed information were mailed to past participants, but they're still available at some community centers, and you can get them online. To participate, you gotta be 50 years of age by December 31st, 2021, and live in a sponsoring jurisdiction. The registration fee is $15, which covers multiple events. It is expected that all participants and volunteers will have been vaccinated against COVID-19 and follow protocols in place during the competitions. There are events from track and field to tennis and swimming to Sudoku and something new this year, crossword puzzles. Gold, silver, and bronze medals will get awarded after each event. All events are open to the public. For more information, you can email nvso1982@gmail.com. There are also results and photos from previous years. Those can be found on the website. The sponsoring jurisdictions include the counties of Arlington, Fairfax, Fauquier, Loudoun, and Prince William, along with the cities of Alexandria, Fairfax, and Falls Church. Next up, are you looking for a fun way to get in shape? If you are, you might want to consider trying Zumba Gold. Now, Zumba is a form of fitness class in which you burn off calories by dancing. You can dance to different kinds of lively tunes. They're often Latin American inspired styles such as salsa, merengue, and samba, but other types of modern music like hip hop or Bollywood, that's music from the Indian film industry, can be used. You can join Shatima Abdul Malik. She's the 55 Plus Center Director for a safe and challenging aerobics class focused on rhythm, balance, and cardio. Zumba Gold can be adapted for all skill levels. You can register online or call 703-228-4747. The activity number is 914-899-12. And that's coming up on Thursday, August 19th from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock p.m. at Walter Reed Community Center and Park, 2909 16th Street South. You got to be 55 and up, and 55 plus membership is required. Next up, come on, it's time to join another morning walk with Aurora Hills Fast Forwards. They'll walk a 2 to 4 mile loop, which will include some hills. Since it's still summer, they're starting a little earlier before it gets too hot. You can register online or call 703-228-4747. The activity number is 914-201-5. That's coming up on Friday, August 20th from 8:30 to 10 o'clock a.m. at Aurora Hills Community Center, 735 18th Street South. You gotta be 55 and up, and 55 plus membership is required. Next up, an ice cream social. The dog days of summer are here. You can join up and help celebrate with ice cream and friends. Remember to wear your thinking caps as well, because they're going to test your knowledge with some trivia. I'm going to try providing my example of trivia. What kind of dog likes ice cream? Well, I don't know the actual answer to that one. Maybe it depends on the flavor of ice cream. I kind of doubt we'll ever get complete information, because I'm pretty sure the test phase of the research alone probably take an awful lot of funding. Anyway, don't worry, I'm pretty sure the actual trivia questions will be better than that one. For more information, you can call 703-228-4747. The activity number is 914-899-13. And that's coming up on Friday, August 20th from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock p.m. at the Walter Reed Community Center and Park at 2909 16th Street South. You gotta be 55 and up, and 55 plus membership is required. Finally, in 55 plus news, are you having issues with your Samsung device? Do you have specific questions on how to use your Android device? Well, here's a chance to join technology gurus Shetima Abdul Malik and Nick England for an insightful class on Samsung basics. Please feel free to bring with you device-specific questions so you can take full advantage of the knowledge of the instructors. You can register online or call 703-228-4747. The activity number is 914-899-14. That's coming up on Monday, August 23rd from 11 o'clock a.m. to 12 o'clock noon. That's at the Aurora Hills Community Center, 735 18th Street South, and you gotta be 55 and up, and 55 plus membership is required. And that's all I got for 55 plus news.
Finally, a bit of commentary. A further examination of the Arlington County budget detail reveals a lot of information from years as far back as 2013. This gets in the way of finding out what's going on currently. As producer of Don Hammond's Arlington Weekly News, I tried setting up two missions. First, to see the actual dollar amount allowed Arlington independent media for the upcoming year. Second, to see exactly how much the county board members and chair were to receive in salaries. I'll have to get back to you next week. Now I want to take another look at the experimental idea of ranked choice voting. There seem to be two slightly different versions of ranked choice voting these days. The New York version is similar to, but not identical to, an Australian version. In both versions, voters are given ballots on which they make their favorite choice first, their next favorite choice second, and their third favorite choice third. There may be more choices depending on the number of options. If no selection, let's call it the candidate, receives more than 50% of the first choice votes, then the candidate with the lowest total is dropped, and the second choice votes from that candidate are added to the totals for the remaining candidates. Under the Australian system, recalculations stop when a candidate exceeds 50%. Under the New York system, recalculations continue until only 2 candidates are left, and then a winner is determined from there. For this analysis, let's suppose that there are 5 candidates, none of whom garner enough first choice votes. After recalculation number 1, there are 4 candidates left, and supporters of the 5th candidate get their second choice. After recalculation number 2, there are 3 candidates, and supporters of the 4th candidate get their second choice. After recalculation number 3, there are 2 candidates, and supporters of the 3rd candidate get their second choice. After recalculation number 4, there is 1 candidate, and supporters of the 2nd candidate don't get their second choice. If there are 5 candidates and the recalculations end after one exceeds 50%, it's possible for the winner to be determined with as few as 1 recalculation. This would leave supporters of the 2nd and 3rd candidates without their second choice even being counted. This does not look like equal representation for all voters. This system seems to be reminiscent of the NFL's draft system, in which the team who finishes the season with the worst record gets favorable draft picks for the next season. This is a good way to help keep football teams competitive. However, it may not translate into good politics. Finally, it seems to me to be a user-complicated system that could very easily be gamed. And that concludes this week's show. We will be back next week with more news from Arlington. Meanwhile, be careful, be safe, and be well.